So hi everyone, dear viewers. Today I will show you the introduction of cryptography, and today I will show you how to use a given code to attack. At the same time, briefly introduce the background, the requirements of the attack, and also the execution process of the attack, and also don't forget the vulnerability and attack methods, also the counterpart as well. So about cryptography. In science, the studies show how to protect information security, including encryption and decryption techniques, used to protect our confidentiality, integrity, and also ability of data. Including the website I used for today, it's called Hack the Box. It's an online penetration testing network security learning platform that gives the series of practical virtual machines for users to conduct penetration testing and also text simulation to improve the network security skills. And the topic I chose today is cryptography. It's called rookie mistakes. This it's really got 4.9 ratings, and also that's a lot of people have done it. So I choose this one. And also cryptography is really something to look at. I have learned a lot in this experiment. The next step, we just focused on the review of the text and the requirements. First, let's look at the goal of the demo. We will use the price of the code that includes insecure RSA pair generation and DH parameter generation to imagine and simulate how an attacker would avoid a vulnerability or weaknesses in the gain to access control and over the target system. So, requirements of the attack include the knowledge of the libraries and also function used to the code. In this demonstration, the attack needs to demonstrate the function of RSA key pair generation and DH parameter key generation, as well as how libraries and function used in the code cooperate. So next, let's deal with the steps of the attack and how to exploit the vulnerability or weaknesses present in the code. So the software we use is called the PyTron, and this will run the whole pattern itself. And before that, we should also to pay attention to install the py pyramidon and also the SyncC. Next, let's just see the detailed step of the attack, including how to exploit the vulnerabilities or weaknesses which are present in the code itself. So first, the code imports the modules such as OS, number, and also SyncC to generating random numbers and then manipulating numbers and also performing mathematical operations. Next, the code defines the three variables, flag and flag1 and flag2, which I mentioned here. Where flag is original plain text data, and flag1 and flag2 are result dividing flag into two halves of and concatenating them into random and generated bytes and converting them into long integers. Then the code defines the gprime function, which is here, which is used to generate prime numbers and satisfy the certain conditions. This function internally used to get prime function and generate a prime number with a specified number of digits and filters out the prime number at the meet requirements through some of the conditions, and finally returns the prime number p times x plus 1 and meet the conditions. P times this one. Then next, the code calls again prime function twice to generate two large prime numbers p and q respectively, and also print them out. And the code sets the value of public E and encrypts flag1 using RSA algorithm, obtain the ciphertext CT1 and present out values of P, E, and CT1. Then the code calculates as the product P and Q, sets the value of the generator G in the DH algorithm, and use DH algorithm to encrypt flag2 to obtain the ciphertext CT2 and also tell the N, G, and CT2. The hex of value is also printed out, which I mentioned here. So this will be the much of the code look like, and also detailed information. You can see the definition here. You can also see it here, after each time the result is different, and also you can change the E here because every time E is the only one which are not variables, so you can just simply change it. And also you can change the length here as well, maybe just 1000. and the result will not look as the same. So next step, like I will just simulate the execution of the attack to how attacks may occur, and also explain the vulnerabilities and weaknesses that exist in the code and how attacks may exploit them. So this is the time we get to our PowerPoint. And it should, like, the first ISA key pair generated with the code use the fixed E value, which is 0x6922420, making the public key insecure. So attackers can decrypt the ciphertext data and forge signatures by deriving the private key. Second, the DH parameter generation method used in code may generate prime numbers with insufficient length. Without the reduced security of ciphertext data, an attacker can gain access to or control of the plain text data by correcting the prime number in the DH parameter. Yeah, like this one. And you should notice that the code uses rsrandom function to generate random numbers, but this is like in actual use, generating random numbers needed to handle it carefully and ensure that secure random number generator is used to prevent security vulnerability and also attacks. In addition, the RSA key length and the DH key length used in this code may not be sufficient to provide sufficient security, and the more secure key length needed to be selected according to specific situations and actual application. So emphasize the success of attack depends on how attackers exploit the vulnerability and weaknesses in the code to gain access or control over the target system. This again emphasizes the importance of maintaining security code development as system and also deployment. Finally, let's discuss the countermeasures, how to address vulnerabilities or weaknesses in our code, and also ways to protect our system from similar attacks. First, fixing bugs and also weaknesses in the code is most intimate fix. For example, when using RSA key generation, you should choose the random E value instead of using the fixed value, which I have mentioned above. At the same time, when generating DH parameters, you should also ensure that your prime number is sufficient length to improve the security of the data. Second, regular software library updates is also a key. Many vulnerabilities are due to known as security holes in software and library versions. So regular updates and the latest versions can help to fix some of this problem. In addition, restraining access rights is also effective defense. Authorizing only users or like service that are need to access this system only. In this case, which like E is not visible to like some people are not relevant. And also strengthening the algorithm and also a key to securing system and measured as a strong passwords, things like multi-factor authorization, etc., to prevent unauthorized access. At the same time, and authorizing the system resources and also principle as least privilege should be adapted from ensure that user can be access to the resources they need. To sum up, it is common security threat for attackers to exploit loopholes or weaknesses in the code to attack. By fixing the loopholes in the code, regularly updating software and libraries, like also ban access rights and strengthening authorization and things like that, the security of the system can be greatly improved and similar attacks can be prevented. I hope this presentation and also explanation can help you understand a bit attacks and the countermeasures. Finally, it needs to emphasize the unauthorized attacks and also illegal and immoral. Any behaviors that violates laws, regulations, and ethics is strongly prohibited. Thank you for watching. And also the reference I've mentioned above.